Hey there, Saber fans, Shamim here. Once again, it is Graflex time, and today we'll be taking a look at my first Proffie Neopixel commission. The last one that I did was a personal project just as proof of concept to make sure I could do the install, do the config, and since that video I've worked out a lot more bugs, I figured out a lot more different kinds of blade styles and blade effects, so I was able to put all that knowledge to use on the first Proffie commission here. This is a Graflex 2.0. In Empire Strikes Back configuration. The customer actually put together a package of sound fonts that he wanted, and then gave me some parameters to work with for blade effects and whatnot. So I took his parameters and then implemented it onto the Saber. It's a 1-inch blade holder adapter from Custom Saber Shop. So you have your auxiliary switch is here on the side tab. It's a dome tactile switch. Main activation is the red button back here. You've got your 1-inch Neopixel blade plug. So there's a kill key installed in order to access it. Open up the clamp lever, unscrew the bottom half with the grips. There you have your chassis, your two buttons on the Proffie board. There's your micro USB port, and underneath it is the SD card. You will need tweezers or small pliers to access it. I did fill the back here with hot glue around the speaker because I was getting a lot of speaker vibrations in the chassis, so I did that to solidify the back end and also to provide a little bit so the sound can't escape through the back, so it only comes out through the front. So you get a much louder and crisper sound that way. Anyway, there you have your low-profile kill key. It's one of the turn ones, so we'll go ahead and we'll give it a turn.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
And there's the click, and then we will screw the bottom half back on. Okay, and then align the grips. So you get the grips aligned with the box and the kobold ring. Tighten the clamp, and you're good to go. Smooth swing! Okay, blade retention screw is the front red button, so loosen that a wee bit. Squeeze the bunny ears. Out pops your blade plug. And as I said, it's a 1-inch adapter, so both the blade and the blade plug are 1 inch. A little bit lower. There we go. There's our connection. Okay. Now the music track on this one is quite fun. As Vader starts hurling things from Cloud City at you. You're scrolling on and off. The on is a little faster in this case because the ignition is much faster, but you still get a nice scroll off effect. Let's take a quick look at the localized lockup, clash, and blaster. So the clash is set up to be a random localized clash, so the entire blade does not flash during clash, which makes it a little bit more accurate to the film. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. It's a white flash on clash here, but you can definitely see the localized clashes in person. Localized blaster deflection, you see one down here and then up here. And then localized clash, you see that up here it's blue, but in the middle it's flashing white, and it is kind of moving a little bit. If we take a look at the reflection here, you'll be able to see the localized lockup a lot better. Let's set you back up there. So that's a really cool effect. Major props to all the members of the Open Source Sabers group on Facebook, as well as the members of the forums online for putting together the code and the style editors that allow you to get your localized blaster, lockup, and clash. Let's advance to the next font.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
High ground! You see the blaster deflection will dissipate. It'll impact and then dissipate across the bottom and the top. Which gives it a really, it's a really cool effect in person and on camera. It makes it very alive and energetic. And we'll end that. One cool thing with the new programming of Proffie that I didn't have on my old one is the ability to both advance and go back in terms of sound fonts. So if you press the aux button, it'll advance to the next sound font.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
But if you press and hold the aux button and then press, or maybe it's the other way.
It's over,
There we
Anakin!
go. Yeah.
I have the high ground!
So you basically, it's a 1-2 step of the aux switch and then the main button, and it'll go backwards.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
It's over, Anakin!
This is the weapon of a Jedi.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
And one cool thing with Proffie is that you don't have to wait for the boot to finish playing before you ignite your blade. So let's do that a little bit. Let's show that.
This is the weapon of a Jedi.
Obi-Wan is still talking as you ignite the saber blade. So each blade is accurate to the film. It has a different kind of flicker and intensity. This one for A New Hope is a little bit more unstable, as the rotoscoping in A New Hope was very janky with the first film, and it is a lighter cyan color.
Stretch out with your feelings. Stretch out with...
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The music track here. Binary Sunset. You can imagine maybe one day Luke is out in the field looking at the stars, or looking at the twin suns and practicing his lightsaber moves as the music plays. I know that at this point in the film he doesn't have his lightsaber yet, but just go with me. So this one has yellow clash. To make it a bit more accurate to the film. And we'll turn off Binary Sunset. I also managed to fix the timing on the blade retraction. If you notice from my old video, the blade retraction was very quick, and now it perfectly lines up, so I managed to figure out that bit of code.
Do or do not. There is no try.
So customer added in some ambient Dagobah sound effects for this version of the Graflex 5 sound font. So you hear the bird calls, the animal calls, a little bit of wind.
appears.
You get some advice from Yoda for the Force powers.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Got a yellow lockup here. It's not showing up all that well, but you can see the yellow there on camera, kind of. The music for this font is Yoda's theme. Alright, goodbye to you.
I'm not afraid.
You will be.
So here we have Rain Sizzle, and I'm gonna, let's see if we can, there you can see the raindrops sizzling against the blade. And this sound font has the same Dagobah atmosphere, but also has raindrop sound effects mixed in. It's raining on Dagobah, and Luke has to go out and practice nonetheless. And again, you got a yellow localized lockup that moves up and down the blade, which is really cool. And the same Yoda music in the background.
It's time to let old things die.
Now we have a Kylo unstable sound font. And you can see the blade gives a really cool unstable flickering effect. Let's really see it there. So that looks pretty awesome. You got yellow flash on clash, white blaster deflection, and white localized lockup. You can really see there how cool that looks. So the top is still red, the bottom is still red. You get a nice lockup in the middle. You need a teacher! I can show you the ways of the Force! And I mixed together a little compilation of all of Kylo's, or the best parts of Kylo's theme, in my opinion, for the music here. Anyway, we'll turn that off. Climactic battle with Rey and Kylo versus the Praetorian Guards. What music did I put for that one? Rey's theme.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Alright, we're gonna turn the music on for this one. This is the best thing ever. It's the wrong lightsaber hilt, but work with me. It's just so much fun! You just feel like you're in the scene. Boba Fett. And again, a very immersive sound font with music here. You get your force powers with the force button there. We don't want to repeat it. So that was exciting.
My ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is.
And this is a custom font that the customer created for himself and wanted a specific shade of medium blue. So there we go. A little bit of a nice flicker effect with your medium blue. Nice force powers. And the music is Anakin's Dark Deeds, or a section of it, from the Revenge of the Sith soundtrack. So that's very cool, and we should be back to episode 5 now.
The Force is with you, young.
Yeah, so you can start anything as the boot sound still plays, which opens up a lot of interesting possibilities of mixing the boot with the music that plays in the background, and you can get some really, really interesting things with Proffie, in that it allows you to activate your saber before the boot finishes playing. So I really like that feature. Anywho, let's take the blade out. It's very tight. There we go. Throw the blade plug back in. I think I already showed off the chassis, so I don't know that there's much else to show off with this guy. So I think we'll just set it back there. And hopefully the customer is satisfied with the commission. It was a lot of fun to work on this hilt, and I'm very pleased with how comfortable I'm getting with Proffie installs. So all the other customer commissions in line. Here's a little sneak peek of what y'all can expect, and I look forward to working on all of your commissions as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.